I think we're recording. Are we good?
Rolling.
We feel like we're good. I wore a t-shirt this week, so that chest hair thing wasn't a concern.
I don't think it was a concern. I think it was a pro. Also, I don't know if you guys saw the RecTech hat here. Joined the RecTech family this week. Got a sweet RecTech smoker in the backyard now.
Nice.
Have I seen that hat before? Barry, do you have that hat?
No, I don't have a RecTech. Oh, I have a Real Tree fishing hat that looks similar, but it's not the same.
Okay. So I'm not focused.
No. All right. Hold on. We got to start the show. Hang on. We gotta like, this is a professional podcast. And then you go there. All right. And then you go, and then I. Push that button. And the music plays. Yep. And then this happened. Right. And then we remind you that Bros and Bourbon is a presentation of Godzilla Media, unless you don't like it, and then they maintain plausible deniability. Very Gad Boys and Gad Boys. The first two bros on the show. Dan, how's it going this week?
Awesome, buddy. Big week. We're a day late dropping this. That's all on me. So be more consistent moving forward. But
yeah. Set an alarm, will you?
Yeah, I should.
Right.
A few too many Kona big waves got in my way last night. So
nice. All right, should we bring in some more bros? Can we do it?
Yeah, drop it.
All right, let's bring in some bros. Let's bring in Dave Jacoby.
How's it going?
Cameron Robbins. All the bros hanging out. Bros and Bourbon podcast. The idea is you're hanging out at the local bar with some bros who know some stuff about things. We are a bunch of former journalists, people who worked in the service industry, people who make music, people who make content, and people who will occasionally say some entertaining things. You can find us on Twitter at Bros N, the letter N, Bourbon Pod, Bros and Bourbon Pod on Twitter. You can interact with us there. Tell us what you think about the show and all sorts of other stuff. We'll go through some topics. But I'm really excited. Our second segment is we're going to do a top fiver tonight. We got a top fiver coming up, and I'm super excited to reveal this list. I think it's going to be epic. I'm super geeked up on the top five.
Bourbon?
No, not this week. No, the top five.
Beer?
No, it won't be beer. It's going to be the top five.
Sports cars.
No, it's not sports cars. The top five summer blockbusters. You're going to give your top five summer blockbusters. So I'm curious because I think we're all kind of maybe come at this from a different place. There are no rules. It's your, it's not
there's
the
no
top
rules.
five.
I gotta change this. Hang on a second.
Not the top five grossing. It's not awards stuff. It's your top five. So that is
during the
coming
month
up.
of summer.
But it's got to be.
It has to be a summer release. That's the
a rule.
only rule.
Released
So
in
there
summer.
are rules. So there are
Well, it's got to
rules.
be a movie. It's got to be a movie.
It's got to be a summer release. It's got to be in summer.
What constitutes a movie?
A motion
And
picture.
does it have to?
Okay, it has to be a theatrical release in summer.
So is backdoor bingo not allowed?
I knew a girl
Did it
named
play in a
Summer
theater? Did it play?
It did.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know those
and-
theaters like Pee Wee Herman likes?
Ooh.
Okay.
It
That's
was
backdoor
in one of
summer.
those.
Before we get to all that, I just want to remind you
Down
that summer is here, and you can feel the heat in upstate New York. I'll tell you that. If you want to stay cool all summer long indoors, called Johnstone Supply in Troy. Ask the team at Johnstone Supply about their high efficiency central AC systems and their cool ductless mini splits. Goodman, Fujitsu, Westinghouse, all in stock and great prices. It's amazing anybody has anything in stock. The guys at Johnstone AC actually do. Need someone to give you help on a new system? Johnstone Supply in Troy. Give Tom, Kev, James, or Bert a call. They help you put yourself in a cooler place this summer. Call Johnstone Supply in Troy, 518-272-5922. Visit them, 2600 6th Avenue in Troy. Get a new AC system. Do it today because the heat is on. Stay cool by calling 518-272-5922. You can connect with them online at johnstonesupply.com.
I might give them a call. It's hot in my basement.
Right? And
Dude,
they'll hook
Tom
you
is
up.
the guy. Tom is the man. He will take care of you.
I need do they do dehumidifiers that really just can stay on all the time? And
Well, you get the good
Well,
AC, it's going to take the humidity out anyway,
it does
right?
that. Yeah.
You
Right.
got to be careful with the dehumidifier because the loads up quick, and then you got to dump it. So
Right, that's
You
why I
got
don't
to
want to
dump it out. That's really
I want them to
important.
make a
Gotta
little
dump it.
hose and dump somewhere else,
Is that? I mean, is that?
preferably in the neighbor's yard.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's where I like to dump it.
Correct.
dump it in the neighbor.
Summer?
Okay, so we're gonna start with our first pour of the. Hey, by the way, you know what? Quick poll. What's everybody drinking tonight? I'm just drinking basic. I'm basic Evan Williams right here.
That's
This
basic.
Evan Williams, basic.
I'm still riding my Adirondack rye bourbon here from upstate New York.
Mm. Cam, what's clinking in the glass?
Old Forester.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's not basic.
Oh.
Jacoby, what do you got?
That's the Polar seltzer water, made in Worcester, bottled in Worcester.
That's a great
that's
flavor.
good.
That's a really hard
Yeah.
flavor to find, too.
Is that the
Yeah,
Nordic
Nordic-
berry?
Yeah,
That's the
berry.
Nordic berry. Yeah, it's
That's
That's the
impossible
one.
to find.
That's the one to
impossible
get.
find.
Yeah.
I always buy out the shelf if I see it, because you won't see it for another 3 months.
You're the guy.
So,
Well, the way things are now. All right, so
it was
80
before the
proof.
pandemic. It was tough to get. So yeah.
So when you're
Continue on,
buying
Joe.
it, when you're buying that Nordic berry, are you taking that through the self checkout?
Yeah. And that's a good point. And my one complaint about the Polar is that you have to buy them individually. They don't have like a 6-pack or a 12-pack. So now I got a cart full of 20 of these bottles floating around. And then if you self-check, you got to do each one and then put it on the scale, right? And then the scale doesn't weigh right. And then you got to get the clerk over to reset the thing. So it's complicated.
So I agree, by the way, that Polar should sell that stuff in bigger, unless they want to sponsor the show, and then I end all criticism of them, and I think they're great. So,
They might, local.
Dan, what's the deal? Self-checkout? You a self-checkout guy?
Oh, I am so far from being a checkout guy that I am now an Instacart guy. Sign me up, pay that annual fee. I'm not walking in a grocery store ever again. Won't do it.
Hey,
Leave my front door. Call it.
Link your Delta account to Instacart. You get miles for every Instacart dollar you spend. Boom.
Tell them Bros and Bourbon sent you.
Yeah.
Actually, use my name so I get the referral bonus.
Cam, you going self-checkout?
Oh, God, no. I pay. There's a reason these people have a job. I'm trying to save people's jobs by using them.
The store's not going to
economist.
give you. They're not going to give you money back, right? Because
Correct.
you're doing the
So
checkout.
I'm gonna go and get some service instead of myself. The store doesn't pay me to bag my bags, check my bags, bag my bag. So
Bag your
I'm paying
bag.
somebody. Pack my bag.
That's a good point. If they gave you a discount, I think that it may sway some people.
I would be
That's
more
good.
open to it.
Yeah.
As it is now, I will wait one Gone with the Wind to get in the checkout line. I will wait forever. I hate the self-check because every time that you think you're going to save time at the self-checkout, Dave, the scale messes up, or you try to buy, you have produce that you have to
Please
look
wait
it
for
up.
an
I mean, I don't
associate.
know. I don't even know what the hell I'm buying half the
Please
time.
wait
How
for
am
an
I supposed to
associate.
look it up in the computer? Horrible.
An
Hate the
associate is on his
self-checkout.
way.
Are we really doing this? This is where we're at in life, that we're 4 middle-aged guys talking about the self-checkout. What the fuck? What happened? What
Who brought
happened?
this up?
I don't pick the topics.
Jesus Christ.
I don't. You did pick up the good topics.
Yeah,
I don't pick
Where's
the
EP?
topic.
Where's
Can
EP?
we swear on this?
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, just the tip.
Yeah.
So do you use the one
fully
F word so we can
penetrate
say everything else but the F word now?
I don't
This
think
is
we should. I
PG-13.
think we may have to bleep the F word. I don't know if we're allowed to say that because it's going to change our rating. But
No.
but
All
we
right,
can
let's.
say other stuff like shit and ass and stuff.
Can you say earmuff and then say whatever you want? Like, hey, listener, earmuff it, and then just shit, piss, cock balls.
So we don't even like the self checkout as a topic.
No,
We think
and
that
I don't even want to
sucks.
talk about it anymore. What
Okay.
happened to belly? This is your belly up?
Yeah,
This is
Barry's
what we-
bar is not very exciting.
What do you
You
think
get
about
out,
Don't open a
diapers?
restaurant.
All right, you want to
What kind
talk
of
here?
diapers?
Let's get excited
Diapers.
for a second, okay? Because here's a topic that I think we
I
could
like
all
an Airstream.
we could all appreciate a little bit. What I don't necessarily want to do is pile on somebody who I think is having a bad week. But what I think will happen here is piling on somebody who's had a very bad week. So I present to you Exhibit A, CBS 6 Heather, right here in the capital region who
Talking about this.
did a newscast of the night. Here, let's just sample this
More
for a
than
second
50
here.
million people across the country southeast are under warnings for excessive heat. And boy, don't you know that? 105 degrees in Texas today. I just spoke with my mother. That's what she's dealing with. It's a major heat wave. And it is, it's just heading everywhere. We're so lucky. It's only 80 degrees here. We are really lucky here in the capital region. I mean, let me tell you about that. These areas are reaching such areas. I mean, it's
These
Houston,
areas are
Austin,
reaching
San
such
Antonio.
areas.
I mean, they're not expected.
I don't want to pile on here,
Like,
but
you
I
don't
think
need
if
us
you do the
telling you that
news
it's
hammered,
bad. It's
there's
like-
probably a chance
like
you're going to
people
get
are being
piled
told
on.
to, like, stay
and I-
inside, drink a lot of
I
water.
cannot
And
imagine
we're
there's
just
another
lucky.
explanation.
This weekend
We're
right
saying
here
that she's
is
hammered,
so
not
amazing.
exhaustion.
Meteorologist
Well, she's
Craig
saying
Adams
she's
is
tired,
right here.
right? She worked like 6 a.m. to midnight that
I'm
day.
tired. She says she worked a double.
Right.
Like two doubles, I think, right? So hold on, let's go to the Twitter. She said it's another marathon weekend. See you now, 6 to 8 a.m., then 6 and 11, and I'll be back Sunday from 7 to 9, and then 6:30
That's
to
a lot.
11 p.m. Lots of good, by the way, lots of good live music. Maybe the Bourbon Chasers were playing somewhere. She said lots of good live music out there somewhere. And there's info later in the show. If you were waiting for that info later in the show, I
What does that
suspect you
mean?
didn't get it. Okay, I think
Just
you were waiting for
normal
nothing.
info, just like the news. Is that what that was? Info.
So that's
Just
yeah,
some info.
some info.
So-
So here's my question: is getting hammered at work never okay, right? I mean, like we're
Somebody
talking
did.
hammered. We're not saying she went out to dinner and had a cocktail. She seems to me, in my estimation,
Tired.
hammered drunk.
See, here's where I'm going with this. She is a trendsetter. You guys remember very popular early 2000s was Naked News. So
Yeah.
I think
Wait.
coming next is going to be just hammered
Oh,
news.
I thought you were about to say
Hammered.
that she was on Naked News and started.
Oh
it.
no!
Oh,
I mean, if she was,
gosh.
she may be. Start a couple months from now, you may find her there. But I
That's
think
still going on. By the way, Naked News is still around
it hasn't shut up my Pornhub feed in a while. But I'll
In Russia.
in Russia.
They do a lot of cuck videos in Russia, so
Can we? Are we allowed to say it? Cock?
you can't say cuck.
Can we talk about Russia?
I don't.
Who's
I
he
don't know.
talking to?
I don't have a ruling.
Cuckheld.
Cuckold.
But so
Cuckold.
where I'm going with this
This
is
show
that
is just a series of empty audio at this point. It's
Where-
nothing.
I think there should be more drunk news. Like I want a sports center where
You say
Randy
more
Scott
drunk dudes?
news. Drunk
Oh,
dudes.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Give me
Instead of
Dave
news, it's
Patrick
drunk
and
news.
Randy Scott just wrecked talking about
Oh,
sports that
God,
day.
That would be pretty good.
That's what I want. So
Listen,
I
can
think
tell you, I don't think it's appropriate to try to do a professional broadcast and while you're drinking. It's not okay.
I disagree. Hammer it, man. I think that was entertaining. It was the best local news we've had in a while. So I think
It
we
could
should
be
have
its own
more of it.
internet channel for sure. Right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, CBS 6, hadn't anybody watched the CBS 6 newscast like around the world? And when's the last time the capital region like led world news? And so it's like trending on YouTube and TikTok. Like she is trending everywhere. So
my question for you guys is: you guys all worked in media. Why didn't somebody stop that?
I don't know.
because
You mean
there
cut
is
the commercial.
I mean, shouldn't a producer have caught that or a director?
Well, it's the
or-
weekend, so you're really
The
a
weekend.
skeleton staff on the weekend. You're lucky inside one of those stations to have maybe 5 people total working.
I think 5 might
you
even
know,
be generous.
yeah, in a market like that, you don't have a manager. I mean, kind of the anchor somewhat is the manager.
manager.
Yeah, and then you have a manager on call typically who is wasted and not paying attention. They're off, so you would only call them if a big situation happened.
And you have
So
master
I'm not
control operator.
surprised. I mean, I'm imagining that the people who were working with her were very young and didn't know
Junior,
what to do.
she's like
Yeah.
the leader.
Yeah.
I will tell you, years ago, a long time ago, and I'm still not going to say where, and I'm not going to name names to protect innocent people who might still want their careers. I worked at a news station, and we were having like a VIP event, and the station manager told everybody who was working, "You guys can go ahead. There's tents outside and beer stuff. You go outside, have a drink. No big deal. I mean, you're all grown-ups, right?" And we proved that we were grown-ups by going out and hammering like 12 to 18 beers in the course of a shift, getting hammered drunk. Everybody at the station was torched. And we got to the end of the 11 o'clock news, and I think we all had that drunk moment where you're like, I don't think anybody knew. We nailed it. And then like the next day you saw the newscast and the anchor was like, "Welcome to the news. Let's tell you what's going on." And we're like, "Oh boy." So anyway, big station meeting, a lot of memos. At the end of the day, new rule, no drinking at work. And that was back in it was like in the 90s. So it was different. It was different then. We didn't smoke in the newsroom, but we could drink, I guess. Maybe we couldn't, but we did. So, but now, and back then, there's no YouTube. Right now, it's something like that. It's on YouTube and Twitter, Facebook. People were like tweeting the station, asking, "Is Heather okay?" during the newscast.
She was great, actually. I think she was doing really well.
So she says she's exhausted. Is there any? Do we think she's exhausted? By the way, we tweeted her from the Bros and Bourbon account and said, if you want to, we would love to talk about what happened. Because I do know she had some personal stuff. Somebody passed away that was close to her. She had some personal stuff going on.
Oh.
Not diminishing any of that. But I have been tired a lot, and I have been hammered drunk a lot. And that looked a lot more like hammered drunk.
It did. She was very jovial.
Feeling good, except for a heat wave, man, because there are a lot of areas that are just
in the areas.
Yeah, the areas.
Dude, I stand by. That was one of the best newscasts I've seen in a while. I think it was great.
Of course, clearly,
she should
right
get
here, we're
promoted.
taking a live look over downtown Albany, and of course, just like me, meteorologist Craig Gold is working a double shift, and so he's in, and we've been tracking this, and we've been talking about just like what it's been like across the country and the different reasons that why it's so hot in other areas, and we're having really nice weather here. So let's get over to Craig Gold. Hey,
Yep.
Craig.
All right. Good evening, Heather. And the weather.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Why that guy didn't cut her off? Hey, Heather, you know what? I got it from here. Like, man, you cannot in 2022. You cannot go to
You can't
work.
fuck up.
I don't care if you're the fry guy at McDonald's. You can't go to work that drunk. You can't.
Is
do it.
there a job that you could get away with being drunk at? Like,
A host of a drinking show.
okay,
That's
yeah,
good.
there you go. All right, we just found one.
That's about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I knew a guy who did that once.
Yeah, but real quick, wouldn't Jim Cantori in like a hurricane off the coast of like Marblehead just be hilarious wrecked? I think that'd be great.
It might make his life better too, actually, because it looks super
Especially if he's in
miserable
Marblehead.
out there. All right, the 100 proof. What's the 100 proofer? We're not. We just piled on and we're done. Right, that's it.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Running on empty.
Ricky Martin could face 50 years in jail for having
Ooh,
sex
that's
with his
brutal.
nephew.
I just saw that. Allegedly.
Allegedly having
Well,
sex with his
wait a
nephew.
second.
He's denying it.
Unless he put his
His
joint
nephew's not.
in a gas pump. What does he have to do with
Oh,
that?
you had these
You're off
pre-planned?
topic.
I
Did
thought
you
we
not
were,
read your email?
there was an email?
I sent you an email.
I think you actually replied to the email as well.
I'm pretty sure you
Well,
did.
you want my yeah.
Why did the lights go off?
Wait, no. The email has no. The one that you just sent has nothing.
Doesn't have an attachment. Not
Just
that
the
one.
link.
Before
Just the
that.
link. Oh, how am I going to keep track of how many emails?
But I think he's honest. Before we get to gas, I think we
Yeah.
should talk about the Puerto Rican gasoline, and that is Ricky Martin.
Is he Puerto Rican?
Yeah,
I don't
this
know.
is where this is.
Isn't he
happening.
Cuban?
It's Puerto
I don't know.
Rico.
That's
he's
where he had
Puerto
sex
Rican.
with his nephew. So,
He had sex with his nephew
Allegedly.
allegedly
Allegedly.
in Puerto Rico.
so what's worse, domestic violence on your nephew or a sexual relationship with your nephew?
I mean, can they both just be really,
Bad.
really bad? They're both bad.
They're both bad.
I
Would
don't
you like to be smacked around a little bit, or
Yes, there you go. I knew someone
Oh,
would take.
okay. Well, if you give me the option, I'll take smack around. That's not. That's also not a contest, right? I just want.
Well,
I would rather just be.
from-
No.
Go
But
ahead.
if
Did I
Ricky
just-
Martin's your uncle, I mean, he's a good-looking guy.
he looks handsome right now? He's like
He's great for
54
50.
years old or something.
Looks better than I do.
Yeah,
but,
and I
mean,
just read this. It sounds like they may have had a relationship, but it was
For 7
consensual.
months.
Yeah.
For 7
And
months.
then so allegedly to this, the nephew cut off the relationship, and that's where the domestic stalking and stuff
Loitering.
allegedly came in. So we're talking about of age people here, consenting in somewhat of a untraditional relationship, perhaps, maybe not.
My
I don't
brother's
know.
kid. I mean,
so Dave's
There's
pro
a-
nephew fucking? Is that what we're learning?
No. I'm just saying, I am laying
No.
out the facts
No.
of the story.
Right. Okay.
I'm setting
being
the
a
table.
journalist.
So so everyone knows kind of, so they can comment.
And then
on the score.
you're just bending your nephew over that table.
Have a drink.
This show is not good.
So yeah, it was
How you guys feel about
complaint.
gas prices anyway?
They're going down.
How about them gas prices? So is
Speaking of
Ricky,
nephews,
so
they're
is
going
Ricky
down.
Martin.
Ricky Martin, they're going down. Legal battle is set to begin on July 21st, and under Puerto Rican law, allegations of incest are taken very seriously. If proven guilty, the artist could face up to 50 years in prison.
Where is there a law that doesn't take incest seriously? Where is that?
Well,
Scientology,
Alabama.
Everything's relative in West Virginia, first of all.
Ooh, that's
Oh
good.
my goodness, we are alienating everyone.
Are we huge in West Virginia?
Maybe you don't know.
Were.
We were.
This is on YouTube in 4K. I mean,
Fine.
Well, so
finally somebody's doing YouTube.
So if you were gonna drive to West Virginia, would you do it right now with the gas prices?
Gas
where
price.
they are?
Good
my
segue.
question, right? Does it change anything? Does anybody doing anything differently because gas is?
I got to drive to
wicked?
the Cape tomorrow, and nobody gives a crap.
You're just
about
doing it,
gas.
right? Doesn't matter.
You have to do
You're just
it.
eating it.
Eating
Eating it. Dave,
like a
Dave is
Ricky
a
Martin
changer.
nephew.
If you had,
Yeah,
if you had a drop top sports car, right? Would you be out
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I'd be blazing
Beautiful
around.
weather.
But it's beautiful weather. I'd be cruising around. I'm not going to give up driving for gas. But what I may do is give up some of the Winterberry and the Polar. Like I might not have money for other things that I want to buy, but I'm not stopping the gas. The gas is flowing. I don't care what it costs. Tops down, sun's out. I'm out.
Your
Tops
locks
up,
are
sun's out.
flowing.
Yeah.
Okay. Dan, are you anything changing with the gas for you?
No. And I actually drove back from Long Island today, and the traffic was awful. Every rest area was packed. There were cars everywhere. It's
Nobody
not
was
stopping
around.
anybody. Not happening.
Interesting. I agree. By the way, I agree because I just keep filling up
Great
my
topic, then.
F-150.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, we all agree.
Great topic. Load another one up
well,
we all agree with.
But it's like, so this winter when your electricity bills, though, like at some point it's going to add up, though, right? You're like, this winter's
It
going to
adds
be
up.
terrible.
It's-
Your heating in the Northeast is going to be terrible. Your electricity is going to be double. Everything's going through the roof. At some point, don't we have to, like? Why do you think I'm drinking Evan Williams? This is 4 year. This isn't the black. This isn't black. This is 4 year.
That is gasoline right there that you're drinking.
Yeah, well, this machine runs on it. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
It's just less savings that we put away. It's just less that goes into the 401k and less stocks we buy. It's going to hurt. Like you said, it's going to hurt us 50 years from now, I think.
Long run.
Long
Long run. Okay.
and cue the Eagle song.
Well, if gas prices have you stressed out, go over to Mohawk Honda. The team can find you what you're looking for by searching our lot and our entire eastern seaboard just for you. But the real opportunity for you right now is either trading in or selling your vehicle. Mohawk Honda buys cars, and in some cases, you may be able to sell it for more than you paid for it. The supply chain is still facing challenges, which creates selling opportunities for you. And as always, the team at Mohawk Honda will make your buying and selling experience very easy. You know them as Cars for Kern, Trust Trav Landry, Lewis the VIP Man Morales, Drive with Deanna Coles, or you could just call the leader in charge, General Manager Greg Johnson. At Mohawk Honda on Freeman's Bridge Road in Scotia, they want to buy your car, and they always go out of their way to please you.
I think I might take them up on that.
Ricky Martin,
I need a new car. Is my
are
point.
you still got you got rid of your Mustang, right? You're off the Mustang road.
Oh, don't bring
Rest
it
in
up.
peace. Rest in peace.
Don't bring it up.
He lost that a long time ago.
All right.
Along with my dignity.
The segment you didn't have that. The segment I'm so excited about. I'm so excited to get to because it is summertime. Summer means a lot of great things. But blockbusters, man. Who doesn't love summer blockbusters? Going to the movie theater for the biggest, loudest, baddest ass movies of the year. They come out in the summertime. We could only pick 5. No big rules other than theatrical release in the summer. All time, your top 5, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be the highest grossing or the Most of which, in fact, some of them should have won awards and got screwed in the end.
Where's my list?
So we got to go through. Here's how I want to do this now. So we'll go around the horn. We'll do our number 5s, and then we'll go around the horn, do our number 4s, right? Because I want to see do we have any overlap? It would be interesting if we pick some of the same movies. We could have 20 different movies on this list. I'm very curious to see where this goes. And obviously, if you're on Twitter and you want to tell us you think our lists are great or terrible, or what your summer blockbusters are, you can at Bros and Bourbon Pod, and then maybe we got to get Eric Weber at some point. We got to suck him into the summer blockbuster discussion, because I think let's get him. All right, I'll tag him. We're gonna get him on. We'll get him on the next one. I also want to know what eWeb does with his days, so I'd like to get him on the show. Actually, I want to know what he's doing. I don't talk to guys out in California. He's working out and hanging out in LA all the time. Looks like a man of leisure.
He's got a midnight podcast on YouTube that he does, which is great. It's
great.
Cool. Yeah.
But what does he do these days?
I don't know. It works out. I also have IMDb opened up and ready to fact check anybody here.
You're gonna fact check.
I am a stickler.
All right, we're gonna go. So we're gonna go around the horn, and we're gonna start with Jacoby.
Yeah.
Jacoby's number 5 of all time.
This in, Dave.
Number 5.
The running
of the
running man. The running man.
The running man. Let me check the date on that. So are we saying Memorial Day? What's?
I think it's Memorial Day to Labor Day, right? That's your window, right?
So we're talking 1987, Arnold Schwarzenegger, based upon the Stephen King novel. We're going.
Yeah.
That Running Man.
Wow.
Running Man.
Didn't see
Put me in.
So I'm gonna. Did you fact check this?
No. Is there a flag?
Survey says
flag on.
Potential flag on the play.
Right out of the gate. This is a highly.
I'm sorry.
So it was released in November.
Well, no one saw it until the summer.
Yeah. Of the next year?
Okay.
Yeah.
November 13th, 1987. So
no number 5 for Dave.
All right. So that's against me, I guess. I won't win. I don't win.
I don't know that there's anything to win, but you certainly lost.
And it certainly wasn't a blockbuster when it grossed $38 million.
All right. What can I change it to the Blade Runner? Because I have
there
that.
There you go.
Okay.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Number 5. At
Put
number 5, Dave has the Blade Runner. All right.
I got a list right here.
Dan, number 5.
So I was prepared to go 1 to 5. So if we start at 5, Speed, but you have to mute it for all of Sandra Bullock's lines.
Oh, shut your mouth. You watch it.
Are you really going to go there with him? Oh, you love Sandra Bullock.
I love Sandra.
Really?
I believe Blade Runner came out in June of.
She's okay in that flick too. Sandra's pretty good in that. So Speed, great summer blockbuster, by the way.
I love Speed.
All right, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go around. I'm gonna go next. So my number 5 of all time summer blockbusters, Top Gun Maverick. Number 5. It is the movie that saved the movies. It was an awesome summer blockbuster. It is the definition of a blockbuster, and the movie world needed it. Number 5.
That's a great pick. A little low in your list.
Cameron?
Number 5 for me. Well, I was debating between Speed, which I love, but I think I'm going to go with The Rock because you chose Speed. I'm going to go with The Rock. So I grew up when The Rock came out. I was living in the San Francisco area, so this movie was gigantic. And I'm basing my list on the movies that I had to go see in the theater during the summer.
Totally, that's the list to me.
I had to see this movie. The premiere, obviously, it takes place. Premieres usually take a week or two before the release. I've been to Alcatraz dozens of times because it was 20 miles away. But they took over Alcatraz, had the premiere on Alcatraz, helicopters everywhere. It was on every local news station. It was like the summer movie, especially in that year of, I think, 96. That for me, I love that movie so much. I got to meet the composer last year at a wedding. That was a treat. That was fun to run into the guy who wrote the music for The Rock. So that was, it's number 5 for me.
Now that we've squared away Dave's first bullshit pick, I like them all. They're all good.
Yeah.
Those are all. I mean, can't argue with any of those, right?
No. Right?
You like Blade Runner, Barry?
It wasn't on my list, but I think you could make an argument for it.
Was that
Are
the
we
Wesley
saying-
Snipes one? Was that Wesley Snipes?
So
No,
Blade.
that's Blade.
Oh.
Are we going by the definition of blockbuster where it made $100 million, or do we just
No,
if it
I
was
think
released in the
it's-
summer?
I believe
is
that
now-
every movie on my list made $100 million.
Sorry, Dave. That's two against you.
But no, we said no rules other than
No
theatrical
rules.
release in the summer.
All right.
So it could have made. I mean, Dave could pick. What was that WCW? The movie with David Arquette,
Oh yes,
Ready to Rumble,
amazing movie.
like generally
no.
regarded as the worst movie of all time.
Fantastic.
When did it come out, though?
In the summer, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So you can put it on the list if you wanted to, right? By our criteria. All right, Dave, number 4. Redeem.
Fargo. What?
What'd you say? Did you say
Fargo.
Fargo?
Fargo.
These are just
This is
destroying the block.
What? Wait a minute. No, I got a guy. Wait,
I mean,
What?
destroying the box office.
when
What are
was
you
that
talking about?
released?
That's great.
I mean, the Coens, but what's the release date?
Why are we on the spot fact checking me, but no one else?
You're picking
It's a movie.
some of
It
the
released
most-
on April 5th.
April
It's like
21st
right-
in the UK.
April's good.
I mean,
April's no good.
It's spring. It grossed 60 million worldwide.
We want May, right? We're talking May.
Memorial Day to
Is that
Labor
May?
Day. Yes,
Is that May?
end
Yeah.
of May to beginning of September. That's summer.
All right.
That is what we colloquially think of as.
All right.
That's-
So Fargo's out. I'll replace it with ET then.
Beautiful.
Ooh,
Great choice.
Oh,
Good movie. Great movie.
oh, wow! You just hit it. You hit a deep
Huge.
ball with that.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
400 million. at
So
the box.
to be clear, your coin flip was Fargo and ET, and you went with
No.
Fargo. You
No,
were like,
so
man.
No, ET was 3. It just got
okay.
bumped. It just got bumped
Bumped
down.
down.
And while you guys are talking, I gotta find a new 3. So
Okay.
that's
All
what's
right, all
happening
right,
here.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's better.
All right, Dan. Number 4.
I'm gonna go Jurassic Park.
Ooh, yeah.
It
That's a
floated
great
in my
movie.
list a little bit. It floated. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing that in 1993. Just like, mind blowing.
Yeah,
So
crazy,
good.
crazy.
So good. Laura Dern also peak in that movie for me.
I mean,
Jeff
I've seen
Goldblum
her-
too.
Jeff Goldblum peak too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Peak.
You are not wrong. All right, number 4. Speaking of sexy dudes, give me a little Bruce Willis. Give me a
Die
little
Hard 3.
Ben Affleck.
Oh.
Give me a little Steven Tyler crooning the title song.
Mm.
Give me some asteroids blowing up. Give me saving the whole freaking world. Give me creepy Steve Buscemi. Give me Armageddon. Give me Armageddon that's a blockbuster.
I thought that'd be way higher on your list than 4.
Give me Armageddon.
Yeah,
it's
me too.
great.
I thought that.
It's great, but there's just look, the list is that packed. 1 through 3, that packed. Armageddon, great. I mean, define the summer of 98. For me, like, I think I saw it 2 or 3 times in the theater.
You saw that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, at least 2, maybe 3, but at least 2.
Cam, you thought the ending might change, so he kept going back.
I was like, they didn't catch it. Yeah, 1998.
98. Yeah, what did it gross?
Oh, it was certainly a blockbuster. You want to do worldwide or just domestic?
Just U.S. Yeah,
$201,000 domestic.
201,000.
200,000.
200
Million.
The million. 200
Million.
million.
200 million
million.
bucks.
Two-
All right, so
200 million.
it's a
200 million.
It's a double certified blockbuster.
It cost 140 to make, by the way.
Well, hey, listen, those asteroids weren't cheap. I mean, you don't just get an asteroid from your, shop
No.
down the street. You got to go get.
But
it
we're in the
space.
middle of summer, so we're coming up on some of the anniversaries for these movies. This is July 1st that this came out.
Well, this is your inspiration to watch some of these. To me, like this is blockbuster time. So
I
revisit it.
do. I have a soft spot for Armageddon. That ending, I think, with Bruce, that little montage, that was tasteful. Very tasteful. For a
Awesome.
Michael Bay film, very tasteful.
Awesome.
Yeah, Bruce
Maybe,
Willis,
yeah.
by the way, not doing great, huh?
Not so good.
They
No,
won't see an
that's
Armageddon
sad,
too.
Yeah, wow.
If they are, it's going to be a silent film.
Oh my goodness gracious! I love him.
Cam, would you like to rescue this? And
I
do
will
your
rescue
number 4?
this by going. I will get you hard right now, so hard with this. July 3rd.
You can have to move your hand faster than that.
July 3rd, 1991. Quick guess. Anybody got a guess? 1991, July 3rd. Quick guess. I saw this in the theater.
Tin Cup.
excellent film. In a super cinescope, super 30. It was like they wrapped around the edges. It was in Burbank. It was one of the. I mean, this was one of the greatest cinematic moments of my life. The opening
Lion King.
credits.
Oh, the Terminator.
The flames coming through. Yeah, Terminator 2. Huge blockbuster.
That released in 91?
91, $200 million gross domestic.
I thought it was like
500 million
94.
worldwide.
Wow.
I was gonna guess American History X, but I was off.
I don't think that was a huge blockbuster.
The Headbuster.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a certified blockbuster. All right. So speaking of certified,
Again, though, should have. How's it? That's fourth on your list. You got Terminator at number 4.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah, I've got. I got a wild card in there, and then I got 2 that I think deserve. I mean, this is top 5, by the way.
Top 5. This is the creme of the creme.
Yeah.
Creme de la creme.
Yeah. Dave, what's your?
It's not Fargo.
Dave,
I'm sorry.
Dave, would you like to creme all over this thing again and give us your number 3?
All right, I'll play ball.
Great
with you guys
expectations
on this
Wait,
one.
Dave, is this your number 2 down to number 3, or is this a new entry?
This is a new entry, and
Okay.
I played it safe with this. The next 2 are original, so they're either good or not good. But this
Movies you
one,
made?
it's
10 ways
What?
to lose a guy.
Okay.
no, this one's a legit,
pitch.
and it's Forrest Gump.
Oh. Okay.
Ruling on that
Yeah,
is
okay.
I
think you're right.
Check, man. I mean, this is good.
I think you're good. I think you're safe on Forrest
It's a
Gump.
good one.
It's a great. I mean,
It's
1990.
definitely over 100 million.
94.
I
I think you're right.
94.
Yeah, 94. Yeah.
Oscar winner, obviously best actor.
Yeah, it
July
was a really
6th,
kind
my
of-
friend. July 6th. So you were perfectly well.
Yeah, it was a
within
different
right.
kind of movie for the time. And not many people have really kind of did a movie, laid out like that. Following, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Kind of told history through the view of, a somewhat, simple person. Yeah.
If I
So,
could be,
yeah.
if I could just, Dave, to your credit, so far that's been the highest grossing film that's been chosen.
Yeah.
Also, the
Yeah,
film that introduced premature ejaculation to a generation of Americans.
What scene was that?
I think most people knew about it already.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the dorm.
I think Cam's internet is. Uh-oh.
Is he on the-
Fine.
He's
happened?
premature.
Am I-
You
can hear me?
That's not great.
It's not good.
What happened?
Dan, you better go
My
number
internet?
3.
Yeah.
There
So
it
number
is.
3, I'm going National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh, that's
Fantastic summer movie.
I see.
The family, family wagon across the country. Not sure if that came out this summer, but it's a summer movie to me.
It is a summer movie. I can tell you because I considered it. I strongly considered it. Since our fact checker
I
Cameron,
wanna fall asleep because I
He's
miss
on-
you, babe.
he's on
And I
the.
don't
have audio.
wanna miss a thing.
He's
working.
back. He's back.
We got audio, no video.
1983.
I see myself just fine.
Well,
by
that's
the way.
because you're in your own house.
But I have 2 of me.
Oh.
Hold on.
1983, National Lampoon's Vacation. It grossed in the U.S. only $61 million. But I'll tell you what, it's been watched
Yeah,
like
so-
61 million times since then. I mean, it is a classic.
Yeah, but also you got to adjust
Don't wanna
inflation.
miss
I
a
mean,
thing.
83 that compared to 91, that's easily 100 million.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
I think it's in. It's a great
Well,
call. It's a great call.
What was it? Who picked that? I missed it.
That was me. That was
That's Dan.
And what movie was it?
And
National Lampoon's Vacation.
It's good. Good film.
Good one. Good one. All right, number 3. This is like a Hall of Fame blockbuster, in my opinion. Redefined a whole summer.
No, don't
Actually
say
got to see, and there's a National Lampoon sign because a guy from Christmas Vacation was in it, flying a fighter jet, blowing the alien ship out of the sky. Will Smith, Independence Day, badass blockbuster. Loved everything
Welcome
about
to
it.
Earth.
what?
What do you say? Cam? I think Cam is on the alien
Oh,
ship.
Is he looking it up? I think he's
I'm
pulling
looking
it
at
up
it's
right now.
fine.
He's looking at
Everything works fine for me.
It's fine. Okay.
1996.
96. Right. I mean, it was a visual kind of like, wow, nobody ever really seen
It was released on Christmas, though.
What?
Oh, flag.
No, it
Flag on the
wasn't.
play.
No, July 7th. But
Okay,
yeah,
I was gonna say, oof.
huge film.
Yeah, it's 4th of July weekend. It's called Independence Day. I mean,
I think Forrest Gump might have done a little bit more domestically, but worldwide, Independence Day was huge. Almost did $1 billion.
oh, just set that summer on fire. What a great
Yeah,
flick.
that was the movie. I think The Rock came out in '96 as well. So it was like those were the two big movies.
Well, we could talk about the best decade for movies, but
What's the 90s?
you know, the middle of the '90s. I mean, some great movies. All right, Cam, number 3.
This was another movie that you stood in line for. At least I did. Downtown Fresno at the IMAX theater. Stood in line waiting for hours to see this film, The Dark Knight. Yeah, that was the blockbuster of that summer.
2006?
2008.
8. Okay. Yeah,
2008.
great flick. I mean, and started that the trilogy just got better to me.
Yeah, it grossed $1 billion. It's the highest movie so far on this list. So,
Domestically, $1 billion?
$500 million domestically, worldwide total $1 billion.
That's some money, though. Yikes!
Costs $185 million to make. Released July 20th. We're coming up on its anniversary.
Yeah. Okay. Might be time for a rewatch. All right, we're going on to number 2, the second best blockbuster of all time, according to Dave.
Here we go. This one was originally on my original list, so may have to be fact checked. But I'm going with 2001: A Space Odyssey.
You're safe, I believe, in terms of release date. I think that was the summer.
Yeah. That's a great movie. I mean,
Legend.
You won't see one like that again.
If I need a nap, I'd throw that movie on.
It's visually, really visually.
Arresting.
All right, listen. I think it's a good pick, Dave. It wouldn't be mine. It wouldn't be mine, but
of course.
Of course.
Dan, number 2.
So the big number 2 for me is one of the best summer films ever. It's my number 2. It's a home run number 2, and that's Jaws.
Jaws. Yep.
The original blockbuster.
Man, you can't beat Jaws.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, Jaws is one of those movies you can watch it right now, and it holds up.
100%.
The
first movie to cross 100 million. First movie.
Yeah, it can't. I mean, the cast, everything. That's a great pick.
The original blockbuster.
All right, my number 2 spawned the biggest bullshit moment. Spawned it. No, not that movie. This movie precipitated the biggest bullshit moment in the history of awards, because this film,
Moonlight,
may be the most significant American film ever. I think there's an argument for that. Also, a summer blockbuster, got screwed out of Best Picture. Should have won Best Picture by a country mile. Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan, one of the most significant American films ever made. Also an action blockbuster with an incredible soul that introduced a whole generation to the sacrifice people made in World War II. Blockbuster, screwed out of an award. Number 2 in my heart forever. Saving Private Ryan.
That came out in the summer, huh?
That was June release, because it was right around the D-Day.
Yeah. Wow. That's I mean, that's not a movie that you don't want to like really enjoy, though, right?
That's the problem. It's so transcendent that it's not like Independence Day. It's not like eye candy, but it's
I don't know. It's a little cliche.
I don't watch it every day.
You picked the beach movie for number 2. I just.
So did you.
It was that or Beaches, I guess.
Blockbuster made 200 million in the U.S., almost 500 million worldwide. Great film.
Great film.
Another Academy Award winner, Tom Hanks.
Great. Hanks is all over this list.
Yeah, he lost. He lost in that, but he was nominated.
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
And it lost
Hanks
Best
is
Picture.
all over these.
And it lost Best Picture, which was bullshit.
Although I think it won Best Director.
I don't know. I stopped watching at that point. That's the end of the awards for me. All right, Cam, number 2.
Number 2. Here's my dark horse. The outside the box. I'm not going art house like Dave here, but it is technically a blockbuster. Yeah, it made a lot of money. 172 million domestic, 300 million worldwide. This was another movie. Came out July 25th, 1997. I was first in line to see it. The day it came out, his favorite actor, It's got a lot of great things. Just the ending's a little crappy, but other than that, Air Force One was one of the best blockbusters of all time.
Another one of those 90s block. Did it make 100 million?
Oh yeah, 172 million. 300 million
Wow.
worldwide.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah, June 27th, 1997. Great, I love it. Everything up
It's a
until
fun
like
flick.
to when the plane crashes. Spoiler alert. Even it crashing is fine. It's just the way it's bad. It's a product of the 90s. But Harrison Ford as a president, come on, please give me that every day of the week.
Great freaking flick.
Great.
So we're through 16 of these with no duplicates.
16.
Yeah.
Almost
We're doing
16.
good.
Impressive.
17 if you count Blade Runner or A Running Man or
The Running Man, great movie. Even though
Fargo
it's
and Running Man.
I recommend everyone watching that over.
Well, Dave,
again.
we talked about it, and I rewatched it, and yes, it's fun.
It's a fun movie.
It's a fun Thanksgiving Day movie.
All right, Dave. Without further ado, Dave, your number one.
This
The
one has been my
ultimate.
number one. Yeah, the ultimate. This one was on my list from the start, and it rose to number one due to some disqualifications on other movies. But I am going with Put Me Down for Aliens.
The second one?
The second one?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not Alien.
I think not Alien, but Aliens. I think is the best of the series in my opinion.
Hold your tongue.
I'll take the Aliens with Walton Goggins person. Oh, that's Predator.
So yeah, Aliens is great. James Cameron, obviously the king of blockbuster, right? King of Summer Blockbuster. He's on the list already with Terminator 2. I mean, it's a fantastic movie. No argument here. July 18th, that's when it came out in 1986.
Yeah, crushing it. Crushing
right in there.
Didn't break 100 million.
All right, Dan, pop it. Number one.
All right, number one, this movie, The Boys and I, Summer 04, Summer 05, Summer 06. This was the dream. This was the goal. And it's American Pie 2. Amazing movie. The dream of summer. The boys get a beach house. It's amazing.
Is Barry frozen?
I wish you would have said Wedding Crashers or something.
American Pie 2 is amazing.
The first
amazing.
American Pie, maybe. I mean,
American Pie is great. American Pie 2 is the summer version of American Pie. If we're talking summer blockbusters. By the way, I would point out that American Pie 2 grossed over $200 million. I think 260, something like that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So,
but you said 2005? When did it come out?
No, it came out in 01. But I'm saying, like, for me, those summer years, that's when.
Oh, watching it.
Right.
So you didn't see it in the theater?
No, I didn't see it in theater.
Oh.
I'm not as old as you guys, so that would have been very young for that in theater.
Wow.
I was 14 when that came out. So
I don't think it's a bad flick. I mean, I think it's good. It's a good flick. I'm not sure.
It's number one.
It's just number one.
In
2005, Wedding Crashers came out.
You decided
that
that slightly edged out Peter Benchley's Jaws for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And E.T. didn't even make your list.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Well,
give me Stifler over E.T., baby.
Yeah. Let's go keep E.T. away from Stifler, actually. Number one for me. Number one. It is the first repeat on the list. I believe it is the blockbuster that defined what a blockbuster is. It is timeless. It is limitless. It's Jaws. Jaws is the number one summer. Give me Quint burping, smashing those Narragansett cans forever, man. Forever.
Hey,
that cast is incredible. Man,
Blockbuster.
I could watch it every single day and not lose interest.
Not those eyes.
Yeah.
Great flick.
Cam, what's number one?
Another repeat. I'm going to say this was announced years ago when the first trailer dropped. My heart exploded with joy and anticipation, and then it kept getting delayed. And I saw it opening weekend. I called everybody up. I said, we're going. We have to see this. This is bringing back the cinemas. This is going to be the first blockbuster in years. Legitimately the first huge film of years, since 2019. Just crossed $1 billion worldwide. So Top Gun Maverick lived up to its name as being one of the greatest blockbusters of all time.
A great movie. Save the cinema. I think it's ballsy at number one.
Save the cinema. Save the cinema.
Little ballsy at number
Made
one.
600 million domestically. Blockbuster.
Wow. And it's still cranking, right?
Still making it. And we all were there opening weekend. You're going to tell me that you weren't there for opening weekend of Jaws?
I wasn't even a sperm for opening weekend of Jaws.
I actually still haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, so.
Can you log him off, please?
Dude, you got to go right now.
I
Go.
haven't seen it.
You got to go.
Do you want to have fun?
I don't like Tom Cruise.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's a movie.
It's not about his life. He's not like playing a fighter pilot in the Navy. That's not what he does.
He what?
Got a stupid face.
You don't like Days of Thunder?
You're better with anybody else.
You don't like A Few Good Men?
Better with anybody else.
The Mission Impossibles.
Mission Impossible are actually bad movies.
Can you please log him off?
What is happening right
Mission
now?
Impossible 6 is incredible.
There's 6 of them?
That's coming.
5 is incredible.
It's coming.
4 is good. 3 is good.
2 is bad.
1 is good.
1's okay. 2's bad.
I mean, just because he has a stupid face, how many other stupid faces are there on the movie screen?
4.
Well, Sandra Bullock's got a stupid voice, but I can mute her. So,
all right. So, Rick, let's just review real quick here. Okay, Cam. So,
stupid face.
Cam, you said Top Gun Maverick. I had Jaws. Dan, American Pie 2, and Dave, yours was.
It was 27 dresses.
Ace Ventura.
How to Lose a Guy in 10.
Dumb and Dumber.
Hey, what was it?
Aliens.
Oh, Aliens. That's right.
Good
Not
choice.
Alien, but Aliens.
Aliens.
Also,
right.
Alien was a summer blockbuster as well.
All right. Well, listen, I want to get some feedback from eWeb. We're gonna tag him on Twitter. I want to get him on the show because I want to get his perspective on what's going on in the.
He's going to agree with me
on Maverick. You think?
Yes. Oh, 100%.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's going to
say it's a #1 blockbuster of all time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It's
in my top 5.
Buy me a bottle of bourbon when he says that.
All right. I'll buy a bottle of bourbon. Dan, what's a bourbon? What are you drinking?
Adirondack High Rye.
No,
So I'm going to get you the Adirondack.
I don't like rye.
No, I won't get you the rye. They have other stuff. Yeah,
They do.
I'm not a big rye guy either, but we'll get some Adirondack bourbon in honor of the Bros and Bourbon show. So that brings us to the end. I think if you got some feedback on that, we'd love to hear Bros and Bourbon pod on Twitter. You tag eWeb and tell them that we know stuff about movies too. And this is cool. This is a good show. And with that, I got to say thanks to our friends at SeatGeek, because this summer, if you're looking to buy tickets to your favorite band, your favorite sports team, your favorite venue, you got to remember to buy your tickets at SeatGeek, SeatGeek. Visit SeatGeek.com. Search for every event you want to buy tickets to this summer. And if your total ticket buy is over $50, which it will be, use the promo code GAZ. That's GOZ, GAZ. It's going to get you $20 off 50. Any ticket purchase over 50 from SeatGeek.com, use that promo code GAZ. We knock $20 off. Save some money. Enjoy the summer. Use SeatGeek.com. Hit the promo code GAZ.
And while you're doing it, think about self-checkouts, because, wow.
And those gas prices.
Those gas prices.
All right. Hey, listen, next week, you guys come up with some ideas, okay?
Think about how would you prefer to be have violence against you or sexual
At the music.
Dave saying we'll see you on the next extravaganza that we put together. We'll have something we'll talk about oil changes or the proper inflation of a tire or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll get really, really deep. At Bros and Bourbon Pod on Twitter. Thanks everybody at Godzilla Media, Johnstone Supply, Mohawk Honda, SeatGeek. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. It's Bros and Bourbon Podcast.